Hi guys, here is Julie. Welcome back to my channel. In today's tutorial, I'll show you how to make this adorable Valentine's Day garland. It's an easy and fun project that makes a perfect gift or decoration for the season of love. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned crocheter, this step-by-step tutorial will help you create something truly special. So let's get started and see what we need. So for this garland, I've used DK acrylic yarn in color red, pink, dark pink and white. You are also going to need a 3.5mm crochet hook, a yarn needle and a pair of scissors. So to make our Valentine's Day garland, we are going to start first by making these babes right here. So you need to make 8 of them. I've already made 7. Now I'm going to make with you the last one. This is very easy to make, so go ahead and take your red yarn and make a slip knot. And then you are going to chain a total of 21. Once you've chained 21, you are going to start into the second chain from the hook and make a single crochet, and then make one single crochet in each chain across till the end. So this is going to be your row 1. At the end of the row, you are going to have a total of 20 single crochets. Now go ahead and chain 1 and turn your work. This chain 1 doesn't count as a stitch, this is your turning chain, and make one single crochet in each single crochet from the previous row, just like so. And you are going to work like this from row 2 up to row 15 by making one single crochet in each single crochet over your 20 single crochets. Okay, now once you've made your 15 rows of single crocheting, now for row 16, so go ahead, chain 1 and turn your work. You are going to start by making one decrease. So to make one decrease, you are going to single crochet your first 2 stitches together like so, and then you are going to make one single crochet into the next 16 stitches. So at the end of the row, you are going to have 2 stitches left. By the way, if you want to follow along with the written instructions, there is a written PDF pattern on my Etsy store. So go ahead and grab your copy to follow along with the written instructions. So 2 stitches left. Now you are going to make again one decrease by single crocheting together. Row 17, you are going to chain 1, turn your work and start with one decrease, and then single crochet into the next 14 stitches. And also, if you want to support me as a creator, go ahead and you can buy me a coffee. I'm going to leave you the link into the description box down below this tutorial. So I have again 2 stitches left. I'm going to single crochet them together to complete my row. Make one decrease. Now for row 18, chain 1 and turn your work, and again you are going to start with one decrease and then make one single crochet into the next 12 stitches, and at the end of the row you are going to make again one decrease. beginning, and at the end of each row you are making one decrease to create this triangular shape right here. So I'm going to work my remaining rows off camera, and then I'll meet you back for the very last row, not round, excuse me. Okay, now the last row. You have now 4 stitches in total, so we are going to make, so you already chained 1, and you are going to make 2 decreases like so, 1 and 2. Now chain 1, you have 2 stitches, you are just going to finish off by making 1 decrease, chain 1, and then you are going to cut your yarn and pull through. So this is a very fast project. It took me 13 minutes each to complete one of my panels, so go ahead and make 8 of your panels, and then we are going to join them together, and we are going to make the embellishment, so the letters. So now the next step is going to be join our panels together. So for this I'm going to take my color pink, make a slip knot, and now you are going to chain. Actually, so this is going to be my first panel of the garland. The amount of chains that you need to be able to hang your garland, so just chain what you need. Okay, so I've chained a total of 30. Now let me measure my chain. So my chain is 17 centimeters long, so I have 30 chains in total. Now go ahead and take your first panel and make sure that all of your panels are on the right side, and for me this is going to be my right side, since this very first row right here is on the right side. Now we are going to work around our panel and make single crochets. So you are going to start into your very first row and make single crochet, and then go to the next row and make 1 single crochet, and to the next 1 single crochet. And you know, on this side you have a total of 15 rows, so when you are here you are going to have 15 single crochets. Now these rows here you started decreasing, so on this side you are going to have a total of 10 single crochets. Now go ahead and make your single crochet in each row for a total of 10 single crochets, and I'll meet you back here. So you have now 10 single crochets. Now go ahead and make another single crochet right here, like so. Now you are going to start working on the other side, so you are going to have 10 single crochets and then 15 single crochets, and you are going to start right here in this row. So your last 2 stitches that you had 2 single crochet together when you were finishing off, so we are starting the same stitch and then go down and try working over your tail. So 1 and then 2. So in the next row you have 3, in the next 4. So work like this, and I'll meet you back here. Okay, so this is how it looks like. For the repetition, you had 15, 10, 1 at the point of the panel, and 10, and again 15 single crochets. Now you are going to chain the amount of chains that you want to have in between your panels. So I've decided to chain in between my panels a total of 15 chains. Now once you have your chain done, so the amount of chains that you want, so I'm having 15. You are going to take your next panel, so make sure that is the right side, and you are going to make sure that you are not twisted. You are going to attach with a single crochet into the very first row, and now start working on the side of the panel. So again 15, 10, 1, 10 and 15, and then again for your third panel you are first going to chain 15 or the amount of chains that you prefer, and then attach your next panel. And once you've attached all of your panels, you are going to chain the same amount of chains that you had at the beginning. So I had 30, so I'm going to finish off my garland by making 30 chain. Okay, so once you've joined all of your panels together, it's time to make our love letters. So I'm going to start by making a O. So I'm working with my white color. So you have XO, XO, so these two O's are going to be worked in white. So go ahead and make a slip knot and then chain a total of 14. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14, and now we are going to close this to a ring. Make sure that your chain isn't twisted, and slip stitch like so, and chain 1 to step up, so this doesn't count as a stitch, and make in your very first chain a single crochet, and then into the next make 1 single crochet increase. So this means you are going to make 2 single crochets into the same chain, 1 single crochet in your next 4 chains. Now 2, 3 and 4, 1 single crochet increase. So as you can see, I'm working over my leftover tail from the beginning. Now you are going to make 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet increase, 1 single crochet in your next 4 chains, 2, 3 and 4, and 1 single crochet increase in your last chain. Now you are going to slip stitch to your first stitch like so, chain 1 to step up for the second round. You are going to start with 1 increase in your very first stitch, so 1 increase like so, and then you are going to make 1 single crochet in your next 8 stitches. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. 1 single crochet increase, 1 and 2, and then on the other side you should also have 8 stitches in total. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8, and now slip stitch to your very first stitch, this one here, chain 1 and cut your yarn, and you are going to leave a long tail for the sewing so that you can sew your letter around. And pull your yarn through. Now go ahead and make a second one. Okay, so now to make the X, I'm using a soft pink. I've already made like a one line of the X. Now let me show you how to do this. So make first a slip knot, and then you are going to chain 9. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and we are starting into the second chain from the hook, and make 1 single crochet increase. So 2 single crochets in this chain right here. Now you're going to make 1 single crochet into the next 5 chains. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and now we are going to make 1 single crochet decrease in these last 2 chains. So just single crochet together your last 2 chains. Now you're going to chain 1 and turn your work, and for the second round you are going to start with 1 decrease, so single crochet 2 together, and then 1 single crochet in your next 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and you are going to end up with 1 increase in your very last stitch. So 2 single crochets in your last stitch. Now you are going to chain 1, and on the second line I'm going to leave a long tail so that I can sew my X to my panel. So I'm going to use this tail right here, use for both lines. Now go ahead and make another X, so you need 2 of them and 2 of them. Okay, now you want to write down love. So to make the L, make first a slip knot. I am using again my soft pink, and you are going to chain a total of 16. 3, 4, so 60 chains done. Now you are going to start in your second chain from the hook, make a single crochet and make 1 single crochet in your next 5. So you are going to have a total of 6 single crochets. Now you are going to skip 2 chains and make 1 single crochet in your remaining chains. 3, 4, 5 6 and 7, and now you are going to chain 1 and turn your work and make 1 single crochet in your first 6 stitches. So you are going to have 6 single crochets, 3, 4, 5 and 6. You are going to skip 2 stitches and make 1 single crochet in your remaining stitches. So you are going to have 5 single crochets, 3, yes, 4 and 5. And this is your letter L. Now you are going to chain 1 and cut your yarn, leave enough tail for the sewing. This is how it looks like. Now also with my soft pink, I'm going to make the V. Now you are going to start by making a slip knot and then chain 12, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12, and we are going to start again in the second chain from the hook and make 1 increase, so 2 single crochets in there. Now you are going to make 1 single crochet in your next 4 stitches, so 1, 2, 3 and 4, and in the next stitch we are going to increase with 3, so we are going to make 3 single crochets into the next stitch, so in the next chain, 1 single crochet in the next 4th chain, not stitches but chains, 2, 3 and 4, and 1 single crochet increase in your last chain. Now you are going to chain 1, turn your work, and you are going to start with 1 increase and then 1 single crochet in your next 6 stitches. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. You are going to make 1 increase by making 3, so not 2 but 3 single crochets into the next stitch, and now again 1 single crochet into the next 6, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and you are going to finish with 1 increase in your very last stitch and then chain 1 and cut your yarn, leave enough tail for the sewing. And this is your V. Okay, now to make the E, go ahead and chain 9. I'm working with my white color, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Starting in the second chain from the hook, make 1 single crochet and then 1 single crochet in your remaining chains, At the end of this first row, you are going to have a total of 8 single crochets. And your second row, you are going to chain 1, turn your work, and make 1 single crochet in each single crochet from the previous row. So 8 single crochet in total. And now you are going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we are going to work, and you are going to turn your work like so. And you are going to start into the second chain from the hook and make a single crochet and then 1 single crochet in your remaining chains. So you are going to have 4 single crochets in total. So 3 and 4. And now you are going to slip stitch. So this is the first stitch, slip stitch in your next stitch like so, and then also slip stitch the next. Now you are going to make another slip stitch like so, and then chain 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Start in the second chain from the hook, make 1 single crochet and 1 single crochet in your next 2 chains, and then slip stitch into the next stitch. So 1, and slip stitch into the next 2, and slip stitch one more time like so. And now you are going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Start in the second chain from the hook, make 1 single crochet and 1 single crochet in your next 3 chains, and 3, and slip stitch in your last stitch like so. And then you are going to chain 1 and leave enough tail for the sewing. So I'm more like to leave more tail that I need, instead of having not enough tail for the sewing. So I don't like to kind of add yarn when I'm sewing. Okay, so this is your E. Now to make the O from the love, I want to make a heart. And for this, I'm starting with my darker color, with my pink, dark pink. Make a slip knot, a magic ring. Pull up a loop like so, and then you are going to chain 3. And into the magic ring, go ahead and make 12 double crochets. So 1, 2, 3. Once you have your 12 double crochets done, you are going to slip stitch to your third chain, and then you are going to chain 1 and cut your yarn. So finish off with the dark pink, and for my next color I'm going to take my soft pink. So you can take whatever color you prefer. Make a slip knot and join to your slip stitch with a slip stitch. And now we are going to make treble crochets, and for this you are going to yarn over twice, and you are going to start in the second double crochet from the previous row. and in this double crochet here you are going to make a total of 7 treble crochets. So all of your 7 treble crochets are going to be worked in the same stitch, which is the second double crochet from the previous row. And then once you have this done, in the next stitch make 1 double crochet. In the next 2 stitches you are going to make double crochet increase. So this means you are going to make 2 double crochets in the same stitch in the next 2 stitches. And now right here in this stitch you are going to make 2 double crochets, and now you are going to chain 1 and make 2 more double crochets in the same stitch. This is going to be the peak of the heart, so the pointy part, the center of the heart. Now continue by making 1 double crochet increase in the next 2 stitches. So 1 and your second double crochet increase, 1 double crochet in the next stitch, and now you are going to make 7 treble crochets into the next stitch. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, and now we are also going to finish off with our soft pink. So go ahead and slip stitch in your slip stitch from the previous round, so where you joined your soft pink, chain 1, cut your yarn, and now I'm going to take my white color to make this very last round. Okay, now you are going to start by making 1 single crochet and 1 single crochet increase in the next, and repeat this 3 more times, so 4 times in total. Single crochet increase, single crochet increase, single crochet and increase. And now make 1 single crochet in your next 5 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And now right here you're going to increase, and now you have your 1 chain space. Right here go ahead and make 1 slip stitch, chain 3 and make 1 picot, and then 1 increase in the next, and 1 single crochet in the next 5, so 3, 4 and 5, and now repeat, make 1 increase and 1 single crochet, increase, single crochet, increase, single crochet, and then you have 1 more increase and 1 more single crochet. Now you are going to slip stitch to the slip stitch like so, chain 1, cut your yarn and leave enough tail for the sewing, and pull through just like this, and this is basically your O. Now go ahead and sew your letters on. So I'm going to do this off camera, and then I'll meet you back again. Okay, so as you can see, I've sewn all of my letters on. Now I want you to give you a quick I want to give you a quick look on how to finish this starting chain right here. So now let me show you on the other side. I've created this little loop right here so to be able to hang my garland on. So for this I'm going to go into my first chain right here, like so, and I'm going to leave this little loop like so, and then just go back, not in the same gap, just a little bit like into the slip knot, like so, and then back, and now it's quite secure. Now I'm going to go on the back side of the chain in these bumps here. I'm going to go down and hide in, weave in a little bit of my tail. So go ahead and do this on both sides and weave in all of your loose ends. See? Now our garland is quite wonky, so to make your garland sturdy, you can sew fabric on the back side of each of your panel. You can sew on sturdy felt. You can glue cardboard, or you can blend some glue and water and then kind of make them quite wet and let them dry, and your garland is also going to be sturdy. So it's up to you which one you are going to pick to make your garland sturdy. You can even leave it like this, just steam block and leave it like this, so it's up to you. So this is it for now. We are going to have a few more projects to make Valentine's Day related, since Valentine's Day is around the corner, but we are also going to have some knitting projects over here and some other stuffs. So thank you so much for watching and for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed making this Valentine's Day garland as much as I did. If you loved this project, don't forget to like, subscribe and share it with your fellow crafters. I would love to see your finished pieces, so don't forget to tag me on my social media and share your creations with me. Your support means the world to me, of course, and helps me keep creating more fun tutorials. And in the meanwhile, I wish you all happy crocheting. Until next time, bye bye.